a day, I did tell you. So, what a difference a day can make. So now my walking is absolutely shocking. I'm going to show you my hair going to the littles. Um, but I'm still on my feet, but I need a stick and all that. And I think it's not so much the physical, it's the mental state is deteriorating for me now. But only with the interface to the outside world. And there's nothing wrong with me physically in sight. There's nothing wrong with my eyes, nothing wrong with my nerves. It's the bit of the brain that's doing something useful with the information is just knackered, and it's not going to get better, it's getting worse. But the worse it gets, the more the thoughts inside my mind that you're using, like the pictures and information stored inside you, the more it's isolated, the more access I have and the more intelligent I got. I'm struggling to find a computer war game opponent good enough to play MJ. I'm talking to you. So basically, I'm just absolutely struggling. I'm probably twice as good as my normal game. I've been playing this game, okay, so for like 10 years and 25 years against my friend. I know the game because I've been playing the same game for 10 years. So I know what it looks like. I don't need to read the text. I don't need to know where things are because I know what it looks like in my head. So I'm like really good. But I have to see this curtain here I put up, Dean. This is long Dean, right? As opposed to short Dean. So I've had to put the curtain up because the information in the background absolutely foxes me. And if you look here, I took this from the book of the hospital ward people, I think, for brain stuff. I'm only assuming that, but I've screened this neutral here because the information in the background is confusing me totally. And obviously, because the whole right side is absolutely I don't have it anymore, basically. I'm not as blind as I was like in the first week because the eyesight is still improving in some ways, but my ability to do anything with it is simply collapsing now. But you see, I put the first mate's moved up there and the light gone behind to screen him because it's too much light. If I try to watch a TV and there's a light next to it, that's unbeaten. I can read on my phone easily because of the dark background. Small amount of information is easy, but a big TV is actually better. But the important thing is I can play my computer game, but I couldn't learn a new game that would absolutely beat me completely. But I can play close combat somebody, so but not off top art. So what you can see here, basically, this is my memory now for short-term memories. It's absolutely collapsed now completely. So, but remember, in my head, I'm like totally on top of it, or so I tell myself. So if I use a lighter and it's dim and I put it down, this can take me 15 minutes to relocate now, full stop. So what I've done as a solution, because of being the practical sort, is bought about 30 lighters and just put them absolutely everywhere. So okay, problem solved. Simple as that. And 10 minutes looking for the phone. I couldn't find it. It was in my hand while I was looking. So problems basically at this level, you can say I'm not in the most useful state. But fortunately, the brain is here doing his job as he has begun. So the captain is like using his skills. How useful the captain should have so many skills. So I don't know if I'm talking. I hope I'm losing my. It's a baby cold again. Basically, I have to get some liquid. So here, what I've done in the cabin, because this is my survival pod, self care. Whilst dying, preferably to the last day, because basically I'm busy till the last day. That's my attitude to the whole thing. I haven't got time for it, basically. I've gone through my whole life living every moment. I don't see why I'm going to stop now. It's as simple as that. So what I've done, because this side is useless, I don't feel safe around people. If I cannot like strangers near my right, because like who does, as it were, you know, simple as that. Unless you're like oblivious to the world and people around you, nobody likes to be like hopelessly vulnerable. Who would? So, but like here, so if I'm lying here with the laptop on my thing, I have a neutral background, and everything I would possibly need is here for the evening. They're probably not to stab myself, but like that's for my mess. New idea. But everything I need this evening is here. If I sit here, then the things I need are now used here. If I, it's about posture and not having to simplify things. So this is actually going to be a bridge because when I can't stand up, it's a bridge, not a table. The tables will move back. So like if I basically like a straight like this, straight like this, okay, but everything I need basically is going to be on my right. Um, but obviously, I haven't finished it yet, but like if I'm in bed, what I need is here. Like if I'm cooking for things I'm not urgent about, like what food, I can take 15 minutes and find it. But the idea, once I finish stowing properly for sea, is that wherever I am, the activity I'm likely to be doing in that place will be in the place where I can find it most easily. And I can simply drop it because I don't need to take it somewhere else because the items needed there are replicated repetitively. So it's the like the parts of my brain that have become absolutely useless. I'm taking out the equation using my noodle now and employing the level of let's mention that the level of action and planning that you see here is universal, automatic, and never does not occur while I'm engaged in any work environment of any type whatsoever. If I am responsible and it is my business, this is what I do all the time. And that is why in all the endless voyages and trips I've made over the years, no one was lost, no one was killed or nearly, apart from like a couple of times I've obviously made mistakes where we make mistakes. But I don't normally allow people the possibility of critical failure to an extreme. If they can't navigate, they will not be on the helm when it's possible whatsoever for them to be on watch, even an absolute reverse turn of course for like the whole 4 hour watch, it will be impossible for them to actually put the boat into danger, or I would not have put them on the watch. And that's basically how it's done. You don't hear the tragedies, you don't hear the accidents. Nobody poured the dinner down there on their flip flops, and that's because they most certainly would not be doing that on my boat. They can't set the boat on fire with the thing because there are no fire hazards. They can't even find them. It's social engineering of people. So basically, I just see it as my business, it's personal responsibility. When I became moved to like, particularly in this kind of thing, because when you're doing a short one-off thing, normally you have more expert people, but saying you're going to have to take all kinds. There's a lot of it. But you can see now I've tried to remember another thing, so it's broken my thoughts slightly. I probably forgot it there. I absolutely forgot what I was going to say, but it was probably interesting. maybe I'll come back to it sometime. Okay, so here's me hobbling my